Hello, it's me. Today, I tried to. Oh, whoa. Okay. I have to open the game. Um. Oh wait, that's Uma Musume. No, I clicked in the wrong game. Releasing your dress tingles my neck. No. Mm-mm-mm. Happily ever after. Now I know this looks crazy. So yesterday I found these Umamusume ears um from Kiyoshi that are live 2D tracking, and I was like, I'm like, I don't have anything that looks vampire-y, so this just look weird. I also today I tried to I tried to um I tried to add the sound alert that Zoom wanted me to make, and for some reason sound alerts isn't letting me edit any of my sound alerts, so it's whatever. So yeah. Let's continue. Where was I? Here. Do you like my double ears? Say yes. You have to say yes. You have to say yes. By the way, you have to say yes.
That's right. I'm
Oh,
keen to see how he's getting on. That fella's got himself wrapped up real tight.
I forgot about it.
Do not expect too much change too quickly. It takes a while for thoughts to internalize, even when we know the truth of them logically. It took me only 2,800 years or so to internalize what I needed.
I don't think the doc's gonna be too keen to wait that long.
I do not think he will have to. Unlike myself, he has you to guide him.
Oh gosh, I barely know what I'm doing, boss. I'm not sure I can keep track of all these new distortions I know about.
I do not expect you to. We humans are distortion machines, my friend. But let us ensure we address Dr. Drain's core distortion. You know what it is, don't you?
That fella's a should statement machine, I'll tell you what.
That's right. We can be certain he will carry this distortion with him, but I would like you to pick the rest to keep in mind, Samuel. Up until this point, you have addressed client distortions in small clusters.
Oh yeah?
But now that you are aware of more cognitive distortions, you will notice them everywhere. We must not use cognitive distortions as weapons to beat our clients with. So pick 4 more to keep in mind during your session.
But what do I do if I detect he's showing the distortions I'm putting aside?
You do not need to address all of them, my friend. You will not catch every distortion, and if you did, I believe your clients would find you irritating. I do not alert you to have
That's true.
distortions. We know that Dr. Drain will exhibit should statements. What else do you think he will come to this session with?
Hmm.
I think I've got what I need now.
Very good, Samuel. I will leave you to it. Have confidence. It is well earned.
I honestly don't remember what some of these mean. Well, I know them in like a general way. I'm like, what are
Guess
those?
I just gotta believe you. All right, Andy, I'll do my best.
I know you will. I will see you after your session.
Andromachos.
I think I'm ready. And here comes the man himself.
Andromacho. Oh, bats.
Dr. Drain, good to see you again. Yes, well, I wish I could say the same. I have not had the most productive month. Back on this productive wagon, huh? Last time we were talking about all them should statements. Yes, exactly. And what a waste of time that was. I took what we spoke about to heart, you know, like a fool.
Like a fool.
But the should statements, as you so tritely put them, were the only thing holding me together. You ignored the addiction problem I came to you with. Nay, worse, you told me it was fine. And oh, how eager I was to test that theory. I have partaken of my awful plasma almost every night. I am more monster than man now. Sounds to me like we could be having a fruitful conversation about moderation. I have a better idea. Seeing as you do not understand the gravity of the situation, I will make you understand.
All right.
This is the plasma I've spoken of. Pure vampiric essence. I will show you how should statements are the remnants of our humanity. We should not be so quick to cast them away.
Look. 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 Mm. Mm. I think this is a lot of things.
Dr. Drain is assigning himself quite an imperative. But whence came this imperative, Samuel?
This is the plasma I've spoken of.
Dr. Drain,
This is the... I agree with you that should statements are human, but that don't make them universal. That's the point I'm trying to
I
make.
know.
There's lots of ways to
Okay,
live.
well, I got that part, but I was thinking it was also some. Whatever. I know backos.
That is exactly... Now, hold on a sec, Doc. I think we better... The time for caution is over. Goodbye, Sam. What in hell? Does it feel good to be alive? And who are you, darling?
Who is this? Oh, he was a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of situation. Yes.
I'm Sam. I'm your therapist, Doc. You know that. My therapist! Oh, how wonderful. How absolutely pathetic. A vampire therapist. Oh, what a sad, pathetic waste you are, Dr. Drain.
What the fuck?
Allow me to introduce myself, then. I am Lord Lyritus, and unlike that sad sack of quivering shit you've been talking to, I am a vampire.
What the hell?
I kill, I drink, I fuck, and I'm dead sexy.
You're definitely dead.
Weren't you wearing glasses before? I don't need glasses. Reading is what people do when they can't find anyone to fuck, which is not a problem I face. Oh, you're missing out, fella. I got into reading after I died, and there's whole worlds to discover in books. Oh, you're so fucking boring. There's a whole world to discover up my arse as well. Well, you don't have to be so crass. Yes, I see it in your eyes. You're afraid, aren't you, American? Your Puritan blood chills at the sight of me. Maybe I'll warm it up before I drain it from you and turn you into a husk with a stupid hat. I wouldn't try it. I'm not you, though, am I? And I am always hungry. I suggest you stay right where you are. A vampire with a gun? Oh, how our kind have fallen. What are you going to do, cowboy? Kill me?
Yeah, I'd do it with my bare hands. If I had any.
Nope, but I can make sure the next few months ain't fun for you. Oh, how very kind of you to care about me, darling. It'll be our dear Dr. Drain who suffers. But I need the little worm for now, so I suppose I'll let you live. Mighty kind of you. Now you just settle on down and we're gonna have a chat. Ugh, talking. We are animals. We are not meant for talking. But very
What the
well.
fuck?
At least give me something to drink. I can rely on your piteous human blood to do me that kindness, yes? All right, but I'm watching you, hombre. Look all you like. The show is free. This is better than the swill I usually prefer. I'm more of a quantity over quality sort of creature.
I don't like this guy at all.
Yeah,
Don't like
I
his
know your
types.
kind. I used to be a lot like you. And I suppose now you are just as repressed as the sad creature that... I'm more free than I've ever been, but don't you worry about me. Let's talk about you. You're going to psychoanalyze me. I live according to my nature. You must of you a lion. Yeah, we'll see about that. I'm sure you are the way you are for a reason. You're not wrong about that. You know the answer already. Dr. Drake. I am his hidden strength. I am his true essence. He is nothing without me, which he already realizes.
Lord Luridus seems to believe Dr. Drain is a completely insignificant part.
You're forgetting something. A lot of who you are is because of Dr. Drain. You know that fella denies himself a lot, and you do all them things he refrains from. Besides, didn't he make that plasma you sprung from? Do you know, you're absolutely correct. Very well. I'll give the little twerp his credit. He did bring me into
Yeah,
existence.
be respectful to your
A wonderful
father.
existence it is. Were you aware that vampires possess absolutely no gag reflex?
Oh yeah?
Prove it. I don't mess with my clients. But I'm not your client. That little rat man in tweed is. Of course he would deny himself the pleasure. You hear him talk about what he should do, but the sad creature cannot do those things. He should give in to me, and thanks to you, he has begun to. Come on now, you're really countering his shoulds with your shoulds? I think that proves there ain't no such thing as a should everyone agrees on. But my shoulds are so much more entertaining.
My
They've
God.
allowed him hundreds of years of
I don't
pathetic
like
existence.
fuckboys.
Well, that don't make a damn bit of difference. I bet there are vampires a hell of a lot more depraved than you who think you should be doing things differently. Really? Oh, you must introduce me. If there are holes I don't know about, I should very much like to know where they are. There. How old are you anyway? Dr. Drain's been summoning me for 14 years now.
He's underaged! Get him!
Oh, things are starting to make a lot more sense. You certainly sound like a 14-year-old. The transformation has already begun. I will subsume him. His body and his mind will belong... You're awful confident about that. But I got bad news for you. You don't control Dr. Drain. He controls you.
This is true.
Oh, darling. The little doctor controls nothing at all, least of all himself. Make no mistake. He shall be mine.
This is... Chat. Is this also yaoi? The brain rot is real.
Oh yeah, and how do you know that? I know the little wretch far better than you do. He hasn't changed in centuries. Was he in therapy then? No, only in the modern age do we make do with such delusional exercises. So not everything he does is predictable. I don't think you got a good reason to be so confident. Are you trying to fill my head with doubts? Do you even think that such a thing is possible?
What?
There is no such thing as doubt for beings such as we. We live or we die.
Sure,
That's all.
sure.
And I will live.
Sure, buddy.
I notice a funny way you and Dr. Drain talk about each other, as though you're totally different people. You really think that's true? Have you spoken with our pathetic little doctor? You know, he doesn't drink real blood. That's why he's so weak. Hold on, how's he even alive if he's not drinking blood? Oh, the little ball of shame didn't tell you. He's not even a vampire. He drinks that synthetic trash he produces instead of real blood. You can't just discount everything about Dr. Drain just because he doesn't drink fresh blood. The guy's managed to live for 430 years. He's got to be doing something right.
Yeah, what the hell?
Besides, let's say you get your wish and everyone just becomes vampire food. Where are you gonna get blood when everyone's dead? Well, you raise a valid point. Perhaps I'll start a mortal farm. Yes, that's it. They'll walk on all fours and be completely naked at all times.
What if I killed him? Chat, what if I killed him for fun? I'm gonna get there before Sam does.
I'll milk them each day and raise stud mortals.
It's how you get, inbreeding.
Oh, this has possibilities. Why, thank you, darling.
That doesn't turn out great.
Places.
Sorry.
Oh, dang, I wish I hadn't mentioned it.
Hi, Tyler! Hello. I'm, you know, vampires.
Why so shy, darling? You must have more experience than the dear doctor.
Ignore the double. Well, there's no such thing as bloodline. There's only inbreeding and the rapid destruction of qualities that make you human. Anyway, look, I have 2 ears. Yeah. Vampires and cowboys. There's also a this is the client is like in like a Dr. Jekyll. Oh no, yes, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde situation. This is his fucked up control. Like, what do you call them? Machiavellian? I don't know what you call them. I don't remember. But yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if you were a 400-year-old virgin. If it weren't for me, his cock would have shriveled up like a raisin.
You don't know that. Some doctors fuck, dog.
I think I'm gonna surprise you, Lord, whatever you're calling yourself. But I think you're right. Dr. Drain does need you. But like it or not, you need him too. How very bloody dare you? What possible use could I have for a little turd like him? I am an animal. Pure and perfect.
You're an animal, but you don't want to get. But you're gonna raise a human. You're gonna make a human farm. I thought you were an animal, bro. Hunt. Loser.
Vampires ain't animals. Not even the worst of us. The moment we learned to talk and reason, living like beasts was out the window. What a strange creature you are. You dress like a buffoon, but speak like a philosopher. The buffoon is the more admirable of the two. At least he's honest. You and Dr. Drain lie and lie and lie to justify your existence. It's ridiculous to suggest that I need him. What could I possibly need him for?
He's the owner of the body, big dog.
When I tire, I sleep. When I lust, I fuck. When I thirst, I kill. As it should be.
Lord Luridus exhibits similar cognitive distortions to Dr. Drain.
When I tire, there it is again. That simple thinking and them shoulds that are only yours. Come the hell on. You think we vampires should just go on autopilot?
Well, I'm very Okay, let me give you a recap because you're coming in out of nowhere, and I'm already like, I think like on this near the end of the beginning. Well, it's past the beginning, but Sam here, our cowboy man, is like a old vampire. Used to be like a very typical vampire, but he got into like cowboy gangs and whatever. But he managed to get out of that life and find like human friends that were like, yo, my guy, that's, you're not that bad. Like, you're also still human. And then he spent 90 years walking in nature. And then when he got a computer, he linked up with the guy that looks like a spirit, the blue one. He's not a spirit, he's just a normal vampire. And they both do therapy. And what is it? Sam's new at this, and yeah, and he's and this spirit looking guy is his mentor. This is our first client. He's usually Dr. Drain, like a repressed British doctor. He's trying to develop fake blood. Well, not fake blood, but like blood that doesn't require like extracting them from humans. But he got addicted to like this blah 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 component of the synthetic blood, which releases this guy, Lord Lourdes or whatever. And basically this guy is like all impulses, no control side of him. As he said, he sleeps, he fucks, and he drinks. And he kills.
Well, naturally, we should ensure that those things are fun. Otherwise, what's the point in doing them? That's it right there. I agree with you entirely. About time. I'll remove my clothing then. Or perhaps I'll remove yours. Not so fast. You're missing the point. If we're doing these things because they're fun, well, everybody's got their own idea of fun.
I'm gonna get bigger.
That's our human experience at work. Like me, for instance. I'm more of a high intimacy kind of lover. Oh, boff. You managed to make even
Thank
delightful
you.
things seem so heinous. I'm only speaking the truth. What makes you so damn sure you know what being a vampire is anyway? Why do you think you've got it all figured out? Lie to yourself all you like, darling. We're all... There's loads of us vampires out there, all with different experiences. You really think we're all the same? We are animals, darling. Like all depraved animals.
They seem too smart for an animal to me.
We embrace oblivion. That's a heck of a jump. We ain't powerless against our baser instincts, far from it. We can be better people. We can live in harmony with others.
Who's bothering me?
It is utterly pointless to fight our natures.
That's not true. We'd all just be stuck in a trauma cycle if that was true.
Oh, that poor mortal had a family. Who gives a damn? I'm thirsty. That poor mortal must consume in order to live, and so must I.
But you don't need to kill him.
He simply pretends not to enjoy it. I don't need to do any such thing. I love to kill. I love the taste of blood. Why would I love it if it weren't the only way to live?
Because you don't know any other way?
Point is, you're gonna get real fucking bored if you don't find a reason to do what you're doing. Do you think I need a purpose? That's a mortal concern. I don't need a fucking legacy. I need blood. The only thing I should do is what I was made to do.
It is a bit sad that Lord Lourdes has such a limited view of...
Do you think I need a purpose?
It is a bit sad that Lord...
Do you think I need a purpose? That's a...
It is a bit sad that Lord Lourdes has such a limited...
You're just as bad as Dr. Drain with all them shit.
Shit, I can't. They all sound bad.
Talking about what you should.
Sam. I don't know. They all really sound the same sometimes. It's gonna cut down different sometimes.
You both act so damn sure of yourselves. You're so damn sure blood is all you need.
Hmm.
Oh, did I forget to mention all the fucking? No, but hombre, you live forever. Food and sex is enough for animals. They got short lives. They get threatened and they die real quick. I know a lot of vampires who live like animals, and every single one of them is lost. Like 'em or not, Dr. Drain is your reason for living. Hell, if he didn't make this plasma stuff, you'd still be buried deep somewhere in his head.
This is Yowie.
Fuck you. Dr. Drain is a pathetic little liar, and I will destroy him. That's what he wants. Then I'll come for you.
Thanks, babe, but I'm not interested.
If you're gonna kill me, you better be a quicker draw than I am. You wanna try your luck, compadre? No need. I do thirst, though, and I smell something downstairs. I smell
Sorry.
mortals and virgins. Oh, how delicious. You've been holding out on me, cowboy.
Can I kill this guy?
You can drink what's in that bottle till Dr. Drain comes back. I ain't letting the likes of you near them people. At least you're aware enough to know that I am a ravenous beast. And beast that I am, I must kill.
You will do no such thing to my mortals. Restrain yourself.
I am my gosh.
Oh, now who is this beautiful morsel?
I am far older than any blood you have ever tasted, whelp. Do not dare to think you can overpower me.
Awesome.
Don't threaten me with a good time, daddy.
He says that like a Draco Malfoy-esque character.
I will keep this poor animal contained, Samuel. You did excellent work in handling him. Deserve some rest. I will meet with you later.
If you're sure.
Do not worry. I have no need to hurt.
Well, now I'm just disappointed. All right, Andy. I'll talk to you later. And Lord Lurid, or whatever your name is, think about what we talked about, huh? Dr. Drain's got something you need. Oh, Vom, get out of here already.
Vom? What the hell is that?
Not you two.
Wait, I got an achievement. Why does the pants look like it has period blood on it?
Barely walked out of that one
Oh.
alive. I thought therapy was just talking.
Dr. Drain transformed into Lord Lourdes during your session today. That dude has got some issues. Lourdes hates Dr. Drain, and Drain hates him. Lourdes loves what Drain rejects. Lourdes believes in acting like our animal selves without apology. Where Drain is scientific, Lourdes is unscientific. Lourdes is extremely confident. I gotta talk to Dr. Drain about where this Lord Lourdes comes from and see if I can't get these two fellas speaking the same language.
I could use a drink.
If it isn't the Lone Ranger.
Hey, Crimson.
You look a little down, cowboy. Have a shot.
I don't mind if I do.
Rough one tonight.
You could say that. My client went a little feral. Tried to attack me.
That ain't good. I hope you booted their ass.
Well, here's the thing. He wasn't himself. The fella, he can't stand being a vampire, so the vampire comes out in nasty ways.
Don't put yourself into too much danger, cowboy. Cleaning up a pile of ashes isn't my idea of a good night. So what? He just went and turned into a monster?
More or less. Went from a restrained fella to a hedonist beast.
That's the word, hedonist. Yeah.
How do you think you handled it?
Not well. That fella was ready to pounce from the second he showed up. I ain't proud of this, but I pulled my gun on him. Never thought I'd do that to a client.
Don't go giving us Americans a bad name, Tex. I'm not happy about having that thing in my establishment at all.
I know, I got scared. He was threatening your customers, Crimson.
A gun isn't gonna fix that. You keep that thing in your holster, you hear?
Yes, ma'am.
You're better than that. If you're gonna help this guy, you help him like Sam Walls would.
And how's that?
People like talking to you, cowboy. They can't help sharing their lives with you. Whatever it is about you, folks are always going to prefer talking to you over killing you.
Is it? Is it though?
I surely do hope you're right.
You know my big secret already. I wouldn't have told it to you if I didn't believe in you.
Well, that's mighty kind of you, Crimson. I'm humbled.
Quit it with the aw shucks stuff. Now you're just trying to be cute.
And making success visit.
Oh my god, it's the goth couple.
Oh, hey, it's my little buddies. How's it going, kids?
Bad.
I'm
Oh.
sorry to hear that, Maxie. What's going on?
Make some room, Kinder. I've got customers to serve. Go talk in the kink room.
In the kink room.
Would you like to chat in the kink room, Maxie?
I would like that very much.
Aw.
So what's going on, Maxie?
My boss yelled at me today and made me sad.
Oh no.
Well, what happened?
Someone injected a malicious SQL query into our API and used it to execute code. I warned the backend developers that this would happen, but I got all of the blame.
That sounds like a real mess, Maxie. Reminds me of the time I forgot to lock the gate on a cattle drive. By morning, every last cow was gone, just like your, user table thing.
Of course they're in IT.
Maybe your boss was hopping mad, but I bet next time they'll listen to you.
Am I the only one who is now aroused?
Reinhardt, please. Man, chill out, man.
No, Reinhardt, I am also aroused.
Guys. Guys, please, for 2 seconds, let him speak.
Okay, get on over here and pass me some neck.
Oh no, I have only my
Seems you're safer than me than you should be. Dang it, I'm just biting air now.
Why must you tease me? I feel as though all my worries have been sucked away.
They're really trying to sex up, like, Sam, and Sam does not care.
I am well acquainted with this feeling, Hazy.
And you will be once more.
I think that's my cue to get to my coffin.
You scared the American away, Maxie.
I suppose I am a very bad girl.
You're a very good girl, actually.
All right, I'm out. Bedtime for Sam. I'll see you kids later.
Oh,
Samuel, greetings.
Samuel.
Oh, hey, Andy.
And
What is wrong,
Omekos.
friend? You don't seem your chipper American self.
I guess I ain't too happy to be seeing tonight's client. I'm still feeling the tongue lashing she gave
Oh,
me
who
last
is it?
time.
Oh, the grandma. I think, right? Yeah, it's Isabella Deste. Age 550, gender female, and she originates from the Renaissance. Isabella d'Este was a key figure in the Italian Renaissance, funding the works of Leonardo da Vinci, Andrea Mantegna, and Michelangelo. I don't know. Yeah. European names. She received a humanist education and knows much about history, art, music, and philosophy. She comes from a highly aristocratic background but has endured considerable family issues through the generations. She states that she is undergoing an existential immortality crisis, suggesting that her life and unlife have both been meaningless. Suggestion: be exceedingly polite. Isabella Deste thinks her life was meaningless because modern art is meaningless too. Apparently, this rise of the Spacewalker movie set her off. Extremely high-minded, major issues with her former husband. Think most people are corrupt, especially menfolk. Used to be a devout Catholic, not so much anymore. Likes to be in control, maybe a lot of control fallacies. Next time we'll dig into the family stuff. There seems like there's a lot of anger there. And then it's Edmund.
Ah, yes, the Senora d'Este. She certainly has a way with words.
It ain't that. It's just this sense I get. Like she thinks I can be a certain way just because she tells me to.
Aha. At least that makes her chord distortion clear, doesn't it? You know what it is, of course.
Okay, have good luck. Good luck with work. Uma.
That lady's got control fallacies out the wazoo, and they've given her centuries of stress.
I hope it goes
I do not know this term, wazoo, but you are correct.
wazoo.
The woman who chooses immortality so that she can ensure her family makes the correct decisions probably has some control issues.
Yep.
And taking out her stress on me.
Do not take her criticisms too much to heart, my friend. You are simply a convenient target, an element within her control.
That still don't make it much fun.
Mm-hmm.
I will not deny that Senora d'Este is a confrontational client, but take her presence as a gift, however you can.
Ow.
A woman so powerful in her time has much to teach us. You have all the tools you need at your disposal to help her. Consider your approach.
All right, I think I'm ready.
I honestly am just choosing at random.
I will leave you to meditate then. Be well, Samuel, and let this 3,000-year-old tell you, you are a fantastic therapist.
Aww.
Oh, gosh. You're gonna make me blush. Get on out of here, boss. I can handle this.
I know you can.
I feel like at the end of this story, it's probably not, it's probably against, like, since he's technically his boss, but I think they should fuck. Maybe at the end. Only once, though.
I think I'm ready. And here she comes. A deep breath. Now, howdy, Senora. Nice to see you again.
Liar. You are as pleased to see me as I am to see you, therapist.
We're gonna get straight into it, huh? All right, lay it on me. Why ain't you happy to see me?
Because you are a worm.
Now, I've been called a lot worse. You're gonna need to be more specific than that, Senora.
You are a worm because of the way you wriggled into my mind the last time we spoke, leaving behind loathsome doubts. The only reason I am here is to confront you for your beastly behavior.
Alright.
I come to you in crisis, and you suggest that I am the cause of my own woe. Aren't you supposed to help me?
Yeah.
Senora, you came in here telling me that art is dead. How am I supposed to help you with that?
I don't know. But telling me that my existence has been a complete waste of time is not comforting.
That's not what I said at all. Okay. Alright.
I definitely don't remember saying that, Senora. What I said is that you ain't gonna change the world for anyone. But that doesn't mean your work wasn't worth anything. That's what I call a control fallacy. Senora, you're one person. One powerful, intelligent, and talented person, but one out of billions. You can't expect to reach everyone. Doesn't matter how good the art you produce is. It ain't gonna help a fellow like me who grew up without ever having heard the name Michelangelo.
Michelangelo? Who is Michelangelo?
The guy what painted the Sistine Chapel. Michelangelo.
Michelangelo did no such thing. Perhaps you are thinking of a man from New Jersey, or a turtle. It is Michelangelo.
Yeah, I was thinking of the turtle, actually.
Senora, you want to talk about wasting time? What's using me as a punching bag doing for you?
Very well. I will speak plainly. I am angry with you, Mr. Walls.
Yeah, I got that. We got that.
Perhaps not all I did was a waste of time, effort, and pain, but to think that much of it was. This is most horrifying.
Listen carefully, Samuel. It is not only truth that harms the Senora, but also the way...
Yes, perhaps not all I did was a waste of time.
Listen carefully, Samuel. It is not only truth that harms...
Yes, perhaps...
Listen carefully.
Yes, perhaps...
Maybe it'd help if we looked at that wording you used. A waste of time, effort, and pain. Even if you didn't achieve your goals in them efforts, you can't just say they were a waste of time. Now, if you were sitting in bed for 400 years watching bad TV, then I might agree with you.
A disgusting notion. I am already dead. I do not need my mind to actively decompose by watching Batflix's latest trash.
Trash.
Waste of time for trash, huh? I can see why it'd be upsetting to see something you put a lot of effort into not work out.
It is more than upsetting. It is devastating. I did not just fail to bring the understanding of true beauty into the world, I failed to bring it to my own familia. I watched them die, Mr. Walls. It was not the physical death that caused me the greatest pain, but the spiritual death.
That sounds like a lot to unpack.
They had no care for the Gonzaga name nor the Deste name. Despite my sacrifice and all my efforts, they pissed away my legacy.
Pissed.
Oh boy, sounds like there's a lot to unpack here.
It is a dark and painful story, Mr. Walls. A story where my greatest joy turns to ash, and I was powerless to stop it. When last we met, did I tell you about my son?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Federico. Ah, my dear Federico, my little clown, my
little clown.
beautiful boy. I suffered for him, Mr. Walls. I put up with my husband, Frankie, and all his brutishness, all his licentiousness.
Licentiousness?
Federico. I raised him to be intelligent and clever, to understand the gentle arts and philosophy. I raised him to be a Deste. But for all my efforts, I could not cool his Gonzaga blood, and it persisted for a century, to the ruin of our house.
I know great powers, Samuel, but power over blood, that I shall never have, and there are none who can.
But for all my efforts,
I hate to break it to you, Senor, but every kid's got two parents, whether they know them or not. And kids have got minds of their own.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe that we are trapped by our blood. What was my destiny as a girl? Men of my time said it was to be servile and docile.
Just to live your own life and help change that you want to see come through in the world. Even if you don't see enacted in your time, you should help with it.
What saved me from that fate? Knowledge, study, an appreciation of art, music, history, and literature.
I'm trying to put my legs up, but my pant leg keeps getting caught up.
In the same way, I should have been able to save my son.
From what?
But my failure did not end with my darling Federico. I was only 153 when the once great Gonzaga house surrendered all its honor to the hated Spanish.
Oh no.
I stood by, useless as a statue, as the Gonzaga name burned in the war of the Mantuan succession.
What? Hello, Jill.
What's this war of the Mantuan succession all about?
Mantuan. I'm good. How about you?
Do you know nothing of history at all? Oh, very well. It all began because my fool of a great-great-grandson, Vincenzo II, did not listen to me. Instead of duty,
Calix is at work, and I think she's a little sick. I'm not sure if she's gonna stream much. Oh no, Vincenzo!
When he ate himself into the grave, the line of succession was broken, and the French and Spanish swarmed upon my home like cockroaches.
No.
I killed a great many of them myself, but it was not enough. Eventually, the Gonzaga lands were given away to both countries. Of course, this is common knowledge. I would have had your tutors beaten.
Huh? Why? Why beat my tutors? But yeah. As far as I know, I'm not sure if she's gonna. Yeah, definitely not sure if she's gonna stream. She might just rest. But I think, unless she, unless she works out her hours somehow or like gets them shorter, I think she'll only be really streaming once or twice a week. Oh, thank you for stopping by then.
Senora, the only tutors I ever had showed up after eating a can of baked beans.
Disgusting.
Hated
But
Spanish.
hated Spanish? You say that like everyone hates the Spanish.
I don't like the Spanish.
Must I mince words with my therapist? Naturally, I do not include the Spanish.
Oh,
among those
thank
who hate the
you.
Spanish.
Thank you for the follow.
I don't hate the Spanish. I've known plenty of fine Spaniards.
I doubt you know much about fine company, but your pedantic point stands. Not all hate the Spanish. Very well. From now on, I shall say the Spanish, who are hated by myself and sensible persons.
My God.
So we can talk more about the Spanish later.
Stopping a war?
So wait, there's a whole ass war going on and you're supposed to stop it? How's that work?
I hope your schedule gets easier soon. You can stream more often, or well, just chill out more often. You know, you gotta live up to your name, Chill. Gotta be the chillest guy on earth.
I gave up my humanity to guide my familia through the ages. If I could not do that, what was the point of becoming undead?
Senor, being a vampire gives us a lot of powers, but it doesn't give us the power to control a single human being, let alone a whole dynasty.
2 hours is good. Most people only do like 2 to 3 hours.
When the heck have we ever listened to our betters?
Hope
I ain't a
Ed.
historian, but I know that too many people are liable to making the same mistakes over and over again. Humans have got that whole pesky free will thing that makes them do dumb things.
Perhaps you are correct. Stupidity is inevitable.
Just, yeah. Well, yes, I guess you could put it that way.
I understand what you are trying to do, Mr. Walls.
Huh?
What am I trying to do, Senora?
You are trying to tell me that I've been living a lie for more than 400 years.
No.
I ain't doing anything like that, Senor.
Do not fret, peasant. We are in agreement. I have been living a lie. We all have. As I told you last time, I know my own foolishness. But time has not made my mortal consent.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. You know what? I'm gonna grab some water while the ad's going. Let me know when you guys get out of ads. Hey, are you free from the ads?
In my mind, I know that virtue, love, Chastity, wisdom, honor, these
Chastity.
words were created by men to make us supplicant. But, fool that I am, I still love the idea of virtù. I have loved it ever since I was a child.
The Signora seems to rely on insults when people do not meet her.
But,
It ain't foolish to have ideals, Senora. Wanting to better ourselves is maybe the thing that makes us human.
Yeah.
perhaps, but whose better do we strive toward? That I follow the better of old perverts is what makes me foolish.
It sounds like it's more like your own. You have your own ideals that you unfortunately took from old perverts, but they're yours now.
Senora, people have been following the ideals of old perverts for thousands of years. Why are you a fool?
Do not mistake, Mr. Walls. We are all fools.
All of us.
Oh, well, that's better then.
Mind your tone. I will tolerate a fool, but not an impertinent one. As I was saying, my folly was to fall in love with these ideals as a child. I used to love all the tales of Roman mythology. I saw myself in all the goddesses.
The goddesses that got betrayed?
I saw my strength and chastity in Diana. In Minerva, my wisdom. In Venus, I saw my timeless beauty and romantic nature.
Romantic nature.
Romantic nature? What a wretched parrot I hear. Do not look at me so. Yes, I was a romantic.
So what happened to the
Reality
romanticism?
came crashing down
Signora.
upon me.
Signora!
Look at this painting I had commissioned.
Oh, where?
What am I looking at? I don't know much about art.
The figures standing upon the arch are Venus and Mars.
Oh my god.
Mars is portrayed by my idiot husband, Frankie. Beside him, I stand as Venus.
Oh, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be looking.
You may appreciate my beauty, peasant, but do not let your eyes linger upon my once supple body over long. This is art, not pornography.
Oops.
But look closer and you will
Wait,
see.
I need to cover this shit.
Art is a lie. This is the dream of a foolish girl. To be enjoined in pure romantic love with a handsome warrior. I believed so hard, Mr. Walls, that I thought I could make
Hey
it
man,
through.
that's everyone's dream.
But this handsome man is not Frankie. This is Frankie. He is not Mars, but Vulcan.
Hey! Hey, that guy was okay.
Well, he's got some abs. I'll give him that.
Yes, I did not shy from truth. But see how love's aim goes amiss and strikes his gangrenous penis right where his heart. See the grapes behind him, for the drunkard is never far from his true love. See how he flails helplessly, as if begging a true warrior to put a sword in his belly.
I'm sensing we've got some work to do around your husband.
Whatever gave you that impression? The man was created solely to crush my view of the world and my place in it. Naturally, I might have some issues around him.
Oh
Senora
shit.
Deste is suggesting her husband's improprieties were designed to...
The man was created solely to crush. The man was created.
Senora Deste is suggesting her...
The man was created solely to crush my.
Senora Deste is
It
suggesting...
is?
Senora, whatever
It didn't feel. Out of all of them, did it feel like that? Okay, whatever. Under Bacchus.
anyone he could have married would have had the exact same problems with him. Ain't nothing to do with you.
Yes, you are indeed correct. One cannot blame a boar for being a boar, even if you dress him up as a man. It would have been better for all if he had married a sow.
At least everyone's expectations will be lined up, huh?
Quite so, Mr. Walls. I now believe that Frankie was the truest man I ever met. That is what broke my heart.
Truest man. He sounds like he sunk.
I maintained the illusion that he was my Mars because that is what I needed. I was not ready to face the truth. Oh, but I knew. Even as a 15-year-old girl, I knew. But I could not accept that I was married to the legendary penetrator of Mantua.
The what?
Is it any wonder that I prefer the lie of virtù? Is it any
The
wonder
what?
that problem is men?
Hold your horses there, Senora. I don't even know who the heck Lucretia Borgia is.
She is the inventor of twerking. All men flock to her, as I'm sure you would. They say she was blonde, but she looked like a redhead to me. You know what they say about redheads. Kissed by Lucifer.
I don't know about that.
Dang, Senora. Your overgeneralizations are building up and making you see whole groups of folks as awful. Now, I know you got your reasons for feeling the way that you do, real personal ones, but recognize where your experience is making you narrow your thinking. I mean, Senora, I'll be straight with you, as you're a tough lady. Here's where I think it's coming from. You're comparing people to gods, including yourself, and everyone's failing that test. Frankie weren't never going to be Mars. You weren't never going to be Venus. You weren't born out of no shell.
And you will never be anything but a peasant.
That's not true. He's got a job. He's a therapist. He's at least a commoner.
Heck, Senora, I'll be as surprised as anyone if I get invited to a high society dinner. I can tell I'm hitting a sore spot, but maybe that means that's what we've got to focus on.
I do not like you, Sam Walls. But you are correct. I betray my
I'm
own
glad
purposes
she's
here
at
to my
least
family.
willing to listen a little bit.
But I say, why should we not aim to be like the gods? Humanity is not worth preserving when we are such petty creatures.
Senora, humanity is all we got. Even if we're immortal, every word we're speaking is a result of our humanity. Yeah, we make a lot of mistakes, and some of us sound like peasants. But all that messiness is worth something. It makes us who we are. Senora, I don't think you're a goddess. I think you're way more interesting and impressive, because you're real.
Well, you have great wisdom for a peasant, Sam. Kerchief is a fetching shade of red that matches your eyes.
Well, thanks, Senora. Let's focus on you, though. What happens if you're not that perfect goddess?
I suppose I have always felt that if I could not live to my ideals, I would be left with nothing. I would be discarded like Frankie's mistresses and die of some sex disease.
Sex disease.
Oh, Mr. Walls, I know you speak the truth. I wielded great strength in an age where women were not respected.
You were a great
I
woman.
alone feel the weight of my family's collapse, so I feel responsible for it. But I was the only person capable of preserving my family, Sam. That is what makes my failure so poignant.
Senora, what if you weren't the only person capable of preserving your family? What if no one person was?
It sounds like preserving a legacy sounds like a work of a lot of people. You see, you know what they did to Alexander Hamilton?
I don't know. I never considered such a thing.
Took a long while. And it took it blowing up.
Well, try to consider it now. What if you accepted that whatever was going to happen to your family was going to happen?
You sound like a Calvinist.
Never mind with the labeling for now. How would you feel if you knew nobody can control what happened to the Gonzaga house?
I think I would feel relieved.
Senora, whatever happened to your family, fault never belonged to you. You were the one who named yourself responsible. No one else did. Look at who you are. And I think you can be damned impressed at who that lady is.
Oh.
Damn you.
Too late, Senora. Look, let's wrap up tonight, huh? I think you did great. You probably got some stuff to think about.
Oh.
Yes. Thank you, Sam. I will see you in a month.
Yeah.
Of course, Senora. I'm looking forward to it.
Senora.
Goodbye, Sam.
Bye-bye.
Samuel, it appears you have an admirer.
I know, right? All he had to do was compliment her.
Oh, shucks.
I think Isabella d'Este has liked fewer than 5 people in her hundreds of years of existence.
Aww.
And you are one of them. Remember, though, that romantic entanglements between a therapist and client are absolutely forbidden, in case you are tempted.
Come on now, Andy. I ain't gonna do anything like that.
Of course, should the mind wander into fantasy, that is entirely acceptable.
True.
Oh, you're just messing with me now.
I could not help it. It's rather cute. The First Lady of the Renaissance and humble cowboy
Renaissance.
Quite.
Okay, that's it. I'm getting a drink.
I'm sorry, Samuel. Please, drink. Ask Crimson for the Royal Virgin.
The Royal
It's my very best.
Virgin.
I think you deserve it.
Yeah, whatever. You have a good night, Andy.
Rest in peace, Samuel.
I like the lady. She was just,
And I thought I had family problems.
she was just kind of let down by the people around her. It's hard. Session 2. We really got into the Signora's family issues today. And there's lots of them. She is hopping mad that they didn't meet her standards. Isabella died so she could control her family. It didn't work. Her husband and son were both major disappointments to her, especially her son. He really hates the Spanish. This is understandable. Spaniards ruined a lot of things. Let's be honest. But you didn't quote that from me. Might be a little obsessed with her late husband's feelings as a man. A little. The Signora is still holding a lot of anger. I think this is just the tip of the iceberg though. Next time I'll see if I can't push a little more. God, Edmund.
I need me a Crimson special after that one. Howdy, Crimson. Think you could fashion me up one of them blood cocktails?
I reckon so. Got a lot on your mind tonight, cowboy.
Yeah, just thinking about family stuff. I got this client who's got some real tough family issues to go through, and it got me thinking about my own. Or my lack of family, at least.
You got any family left?
I've got a great granddaughter kicking around apparently, but she's got no connection to this old cowpoke. Not sure what she'd say if a man dressed like a cowboy introduced himself as her vampire relative from the 1800s.
I see your point. Sounds like you don't have many family problems then.
I reckon so. Family means a lot to my client, though. I hope my perspective's still useful.
How do you think she's handling her therapy so far?
Pretty well.
I think she's doing pretty well, honestly. She spent a long time judging herself by her family's achievements, but I think she's starting to recognize the fruitlessness in that.
Seems like you don't need her family to be able to give her some hope.
I suppose not. Rich family problems were never going to be my specialty anyway. You got family back home, Crimson?
Yeah, I've got some family. We don't talk too much. I went a little wild after I got my diagnosis. They're not too fond of my lifestyle choices, but hey, at least I'm alive. And I get to hear them gossiping about how I...
Well, you chose a good age to stop getting older. I often wish I weren't such a dusty old corpse, but death comes when it comes.
Sometimes he's still waiting for me to give him an opening.
Death always is. Pardon me for asking, but is there a reason you're choosing not to be a vampire?
There is, but I'm not talking about it tonight. A little mystery makes life a bit spicier, don't you think, cowboy?
Oh,
True.
I wasn't trying to pry or nothing.
Bullshit. I know you're curious. Here, consolation prize.
Crimson is so cool.
But what is it?
Black Widow. Black stuff's just food coloring. Figured you were in the mood for a scary lady tonight.
Thank you kindly, ma'am. Think I'll take this to my coffin for a quiet night.
You do that, honey. And don't spill in Andy's coffin. He'll act like he's not mad, but you know he's mad.
Why should I be upset? What has happened has happened.
Not bad, cowboy. Get the hell out of here.
Okay, I'm going. See you later, Crimson.
Yippee! We're making friends.
Well, there we are. Gotta get me one of these fancy coffins for back home. Now, let's see. What am I in the mood for? I think I'm either gonna find a passage from Little Women that suits me, or I'm gonna watch Shemp get smacked in the head with a hot iron. Or I'm going to bed.
Read from Little
I
Women.
can always turn to the Alcuts in my times of doubt. Somehow they got above it all and started exploring humanity.
Ah! Yippee! Did you hear the yippee? You heard it, right? Oh no. I think sound alerts might be dead. Hold on. Okay, that one's going. Hold on, let me refund you for that, and then you can try again. Mm. Okay, wait. Wait, there's a cooldown. Cooldown, shit. Let's try this one.
Emotional damage.
You hear that? A bit loud, isn't it? Hold on. Okay, awesome. Alright, they're on cooldown now. They'll be on cooldown for 1 minute. Did you get to work okay? Is it quiet? Is it chill? Are you chilling? Keep going.
Now, where was that line? All right, here in chapter 8. I am angry nearly every day of my life, Joe, but I have learned not to show it. And I still hope to learn not to feel it.
Good luck.
Though it may take me
Hope
another
it goes
40
well.
years to do so.
Bed.
Yeah, that sounds like the senora. Hope she doesn't have to wait too much longer.
So many
That'll make
like
it worse.
little guys showing up. Where are all these coming from? I have two. I have like multiple sound alerts up. Here. Okay.
Well, that's enough fun for one day.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, son. See you in hell.
Yeah, I haven't set that up.
I believe you are seeing our actor friend tonight.
Because I'm too lazy.
Yeah, I guess so. Still ain't sure I'm the right therapist for that fella.
There may not be a right therapist for him, but let us think positively. He has put himself in your care, and that is a tremendous step.
Yeah, I'll think about it. I'm too lazy. Maybe I'll drag Calyx over to my house so she can do it. I don't know. I probably should, and then I'll try and do it sometime. I have to just find the correct hand to do it.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm thinking it's gonna be an uphill battle, though.
At least this core distortion is clear, don't you think? You know what it is, I am sure.
It's gotta be emotional reasoning. I ain't never seen someone so dramatic.
Certainly Edmund's thinking is derived from his intense emotions, but what spurs his emotions?
It's personalization, right?
But I don't like that one. Yeah. Wait, you want me to put it on? Hold on. Let me find it. There you go. You can pretend. No pinning. Yo. Here's your redeem. Here's your goddamn redeem. There you go. Ow. Wait, my ears. Holy shit. Wait, that's my eyeball. Stop. Stop, dog. Get us. Dude. Dude. Ooh, they added a bunch of new stuff. Or the assets that you can put around your head. Wait, look. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Front section should be there. Yeah! Just a flashbang. Wish it spun. I guess this is okay too. It looks like a glow stick. Feels good but wait, I'm curious as to what else is here. They got horns. Oh, swimming tube. Good luck with the work. My hand's shaking. Crazy. On it. Alright, Autumn. Let's keep going. Vampire Torpe.
Of course, a distortion common to many with narcissistic tendencies.
Yep, it's the Edmund Keane show, all day, every day.
I recognize your disdain, but pause a moment. It must be difficult for Edmund to make everything all about him all the time, don't you think?
He doesn't have to make everything about him, though.
He doesn't know that. Keep digging, Samuel. You will find his truth. Choose your distortions well.
I think I'm all holstered up now.
Very good, Samuel. I wish you patience and compassion.
I wish myself patience and compassion too.
See you later, Andy.
I wonder if Andromachus also has clients. I would like to learn about them.
All right, now what did Andy teach me? Breathe.
Bread.
I think I'm ready. Right on time. I think I hear him coming. Hey, Edmund, good to see you. How you been feeling these past few weeks?
Empty, my dear boy. Empty. I am but a vessel made for a single purpose. But alas, and alack, that purpose is in supply most rare.
You mean acting, right?
Aye, that's the rub. Acting, my dear boy. Acting. My thespian blood goes rancid with stagnation, and the only cure seems to me irreprehensible now. I do not wish to face these mortal directors, for they dare to tell me my art.
Ain't that what directors are supposed to do?
Oh, my dear boy. Some are born great, some achieve greatness. Others have greatness thrust upon them. No director can thrust greatness upon the already great. In mine own case, mine greatness hath already been achieved.
Well, maybe you can help me understand a little better. You said that greatness was thrust upon you, right? How did that happen?
How'd that happen?
Ah, you are curious to hear what circumstances created this actor non pare. I cannot blame you. Well, recounting such a history will please me indeed. I first rattled the foundations of the stage as a mere babe. Indeed, too young for memory, and yet old enough to command attention.
Huh?
Clad only in swaddling cloth at the age of 4, I was Cupid himself. But my arrows seemingly went astray, for the entirety of the audience fell in love with me. It is the stuff of legend. For tender as my mind was, I could not bear witness to my own greatness. But it does prove that I was indeed born great.
But you said greatness was thrust upon you.
It was a matter of necessity. You may not guess it from my gentle speech, but I am no lordling. Selfishly, and surely to spite me, my father shuffled off his mortal coil when I was but a babe in arms, ere I ever graced the stage. It left my mother and myself in dire straits.
It is an impressive distortion to believe that someone has died to inconvenience.
Selfishly, and surely to spite me,
It is an impressive distortion to believe that someone has died to inconvenience.
selfishly,
It is an
selfishly,
It is an
Shit.
Hold on a sec. You said your old man died selfishly. Well, what do you mean?
well, what kind of a father drinks himself to death when he has a beautiful baby son at home?
Why is his audio really distorted?
I at least waited until my son was older before I did the same.
Eddie, come on. Listen to yourself. I'm sure you didn't die to spite your son, just as your pa didn't die to spite you. I ain't gonna deny his choices hurt you, but they weren't all about you.
Forgive me then. 'Tis ever the fate of an actor to feel every emotion more keenly. The situation my mother and I were left in was most precarious.
That's
We were
fine.
the lowest of the low, you see. We lived in the rookeries and begged for our bread.
What are the rookeries?
But he that hath wit must make content with his fortune's fit. And oh, did we beg. She was my Queen Gertrude, and I, her filthy little Hamlet. Did I mention I played Hamlet at age 14?
No, I hadn't heard that.
Well, anyway, my mother was a competent actress, but it was my wit alone that saved us from destitution.
Sure.
In truth, I was so prodigious that at the age of 7, I garnered the attention of the Worthington Flopbots. 'Twas he who paid to get me off the streets and into the
Great name.
dormitories. He said, "Edmund, my cherub, the streets are not for you. One day you will be the greatest of actors."
Hey, how about that? You went and proved him right.
Piffle. Master Flopbot never gave a fig about my potential. Every month, he would stage an elaborate party with all the well-to-do society of London. The dandy fop would stand upon a dais. That was my cue. I would be lowered down from the rooftop. The gentry's delight was my dungeon. But I would flit among them. At the age of 7, it was most disquieting. At 11, on the cusp of manhood.
Dang, Eddie, that sounds awful. That Flopbot fella had no right to do that to you.
No, indeed. And fool that I was, I played my part still. I should have plunged mine arrows into that fool Flopbot's chest.
Edmund was just a child. How was...
And fool that I was, I played...
Edmund was just a child.
Shit.
And fool that I was...
Edmund was...
And fool that I was...
Edmund was...
And fool that...
You were a fool for playing your part? What choice did you have, Eddie?
It is simple
I think I'm too dumb for this.
Many a bottom have I known that never played the Dane, preferring the comfort of a familiar role.
A bottom?
Well, Eddie, it's a little reductive to say that everyone who plays the fool is a bottom. There ain't nothing wrong with letting your partner take the lead.
Oh, ye plebeian! I speak of Nick Bottom, from the Bard's Journey Through Whimsy that is a Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh, yeah. Even so, though, if you call yourself a fool, you're doing the same kind of typecasting, ain't you?
I suppose so. Regardless, I did not suffer the indignity for long. I swore that night to never be a puppet again. I stole away and, in desperation, I signed on with a mercantile shipping agency. I thought perhaps that my body would bend more than my soul. But oh, did I toil! Life upon the sea is... By the time I had fulfilled my bargain with the Lord of the Sea, I had become
Dang, sounds intense.
an age, a life. 6 months, each one a hungry leech torn from my bleeding body. I am convinced this gauntlet was prepared for me alone. For ne'er in history has one so blessed by grace been subjected to such toil.
I do not have to be 3,000 years old to know that many have suffered.
I am convinced this gauntlet was prepared for me.
I do not have to be 3,000 years old.
I am convinced this
I do not have to be...
Eddie, I gotta stop you there. It's gonna be a lot easier to accept your truth when you realize you ain't alone in your suffering. Hell, there ain't nothing more human than suffering. And historically, kids ain't had it so good.
True.
But none suffered as I suffered.
Compadre, I had my first kill and no home at 12 years old. My brother had a stutter his whole life on account of the regular beatings my stepdaddy gave him. Maybe your suffering felt like the only suffering in the world, but it wasn't. And it'll hurt less when you realize you weren't alone.
Or it'll make you feel insignificant. That's for another session.
Keep telling me your story. I already know there ain't nobody like you in the world, so don't worry on that account.
Now then, at last, we close the circle, as nature ever demands. I return to London, and into the graces of my dear Uncle Moses and his comely mistress, Charlotte. 'Twas she who filled my dramaturgical quiver with dire arrows, fletched by the bard himself. And when my deft fingers plucked the bow of humanity, at last, I was free.
Huh?
I cannot speak more plainly. The good woman taught me the works of...
Oh, well.
And so, you see, the die was cast from the moment I was born. The stage was made for me, and it was my skill upon it that saved me from the streets, and saved me once again from a life at sea.
Fuck.
Our dear Edmund believes fate has been waiting for him to take...
And so, you see, the die was...
Eddie, my man, I got some good news and bad news for you. The truth of the matter is, fate doesn't give a stable full of horse shit about you. Ain't none of us are that special. The world ain't waiting for us to show up. It's just gonna keep turning.
Perhaps you are right, my dear boy. You are correct. The fates said, Edmund, you are a child. The stage roused my spirit. Thus I knew my destiny lay upon it.
You got it, amigo. You wanted the stage to be your ticket out of the bad days. Maybe that's why you were so successful. Your intrinsic motivation made you keep pushing to be better.
Tis so. Tis so. The threat of the rookeries loomed ever upon my overladen spirit.
Yep.
Acting presented itself as a way to
Yeah, it's a good escape, and you know, it was probably a little lucrative.
I can see why acting means so much to you, Eddie. I probably feel damn near the same about the things that got me out of my bad days.
Thank you. Then you understand how my alienation from the theater does pain me so. And yet, the cure is as deadly as the illness. These damnable critics! Not a single lifetime among them, and they deign to challenge my interpretation of the written word. They simply cannot relate to my singular experience. I will bear my soul upon that stage.
For someone that lives for adulation, Edmund has...
They simply cannot...
For someone that lives for adulation, Edmund has a dim...
You're so certain that them critics are all the same, but I think that ain't being honest with yourself. Not all critics are bad. It takes work to be good at something, so of course the decent critics are gonna be rarer.
What you say rings true. Indeed, although past critics were flabbergasted at my portrayal of King Lear, not all were. And modern perspectives have affirmed that my interpretation was nothing short of brilliant.
Yeah, I took a look at your Wikipedia entry last night, Eddie. Maybe you've had a few bad critics here and there, but history says you're a legend, and your work speaks for itself. Hell, you were around before film was ever a thing, and people still remember you.
Ah, your words warm me, as an ersatz son for the one we have forsaken. With thy help shall I gird my soul mayhap, and grace the stage once more.
Well, let's talk about that then. What's the biggest thing stopping you from getting back up on that stage right now?
That it all simply might not be worth it. Why should I bear my damned soul when the audience hath not the sight to see it?
Maybe I can ask you a question then. What if there were no audience?
No audience? Do you know what a stage is, sir? Without such, the stage ceases to be a stage.
As in, if a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound?
Simply but elegantly put, my dear boy.
Let's figure out how we can bring it back to acting. Forget the audience. I know we can't see in mirrors and all, but what do you think of filming yourself?
Brilliant notion. Yes, I shall become...
We're still talking about acting, right?
Oh, my dear boy, I shall do as you suggest.
I ain't sure I'd put it exactly that way, but I think you're
We are of one mind, dear boy. Perhaps I left my muse in the... Yea, the masses flock to my Wikipedia page as moths to a flame, each a silent plea for the return of the one true artisan of the stage.
Edmund sees his individual qualities as spurring others into action.
Yea, the masses...
Edmund sees his...
Now hold your horses there, fella.
Oh shit, the horses.
You know, I hear tell the biggest Wikipedia page out there is the one for that coronavirus that got all them mortals all worked up. And I'm pretty sure they don't want that coming back.
And thus dost thou scuttle a burgeoning...
That's my job, compadre. Ain't we had some good breakthroughs today? We couldn't have gotten there if I'd been busy agreeing with everything you said.
Oh, very well. But I still say you are most vexatious.
Most
I've
vexatious.
been called worse. I think we got some homework for you though, right? You're gonna film yourself and do some acting for its own sake. We'll check back in a few weeks. But Eddie, I think you're doing great. We made a lot of progress today.
I think that's a good idea. I like that he's giving them homework too.
Naturally. The human condition is my oeuvre. Nevertheless, you have been a competent guide. You have reminded me of what is most important in unlife. Me. I should like to give you a gift.
Oh, come on. You don't need to do nothing like that.
Nonsense. It is meaningless to me, but it is beyond price for you. It is my headshot, signed with my autograph.
Oh, thanks, Eddie.
Cherish it always. If you help me to find my muse, then it is a gift even more precious. And I will find it ere we next meet. Of that, I promise you.
Well, let's not put the pressure on, amigo. Just enjoy some acting. That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah.
Surely, so it shall be. Godspeed then, boy. Thou shalt...
A job well done, Samuel. I was particularly impressed at the way you challenged Edmund on what acting means to him.
Yeah, he's a weird fella, but I think he's gonna do okay.
It can be hard for our kind to retain our intrinsic motivation. Something must keep him going. I do hope that he will find his. But you, Samuel, must rest. The work you have... Perhaps you can even be encouraged to dance.
I think I'm gonna need a lot more therapy myself to get to that point.
Very well, Samuel. Then let us at least make sure you get well nourished.
I yawned.
Downstairs, my friend. You deserve it. And rest in peace.
I wonder who's gonna visit us today.
They say don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys, but maybe don't let them be actors.
Hey.
Time to dish with Crimson a little. I gotta talk to some more folks, though. Hey, only friend.
Excuse me?
What? Oh, yeah.
Are you blushing, vampire?
No, that ain't possible.
It's all right. It's nice to hear. Now, let's hear how this week went before you go out there and find friend number 2.
All right, real quick. This client of mine, he had a real bad time, but he found fame early, and now he's talking about fate and how he's destined for greatness again.
Met plenty of destined for greatness folk in D.C. I lost patience for it. How do you...
I learned my lessons from the last session. He didn't threaten to jump off a cliff this time or anything. I gave him an assignment to film himself doing something he loves doing. He seemed excited about that.
You're either brave...
There's nothing brave about it. As for adorable, well, some have used words to that effect before.
He's very cute. Very cute little cowboy man.
Okay, now I know you're confident enough to get out.
Here we go. Right to the edge of the dance floor, but not on it. Don't want anyone getting any funny ideas.
Push him in.
Once more alone, I see.
Oh, she's so cute. Fun up to Bella.
You scared the shit out of me.
But you can't shit. You're a vampire.
That's true. He don't process food like that.
Know that I see.
Oh, it's her again. Well, I was. Now, what do mortals of this time talk about?
Be awkward about it.
They ever play the classics in here? A little Oh Susanna or Old Folks at Home?
No, they don't.
Well, what songs do you like?
If I told you, would you know them?
Probably not.
I see.
You see a lot, don't you?
Why don't you tell me what you see?
I see an interesting mortal.
That is what you observe.
Well, fine, you tell me what I...
You see the long vein?
Well, now that...
Then consent is given. Do not hesitate, vampire.
This is probably what I sounded like when in primary school they used to make us read out plays and stuff. I feel like this is what I would have sounded like. I know it really fits the character, but I feel like
Shucks, that was something else. You got good circulation there.
I see. And what do I taste like?
Kinda earthy. You could use some iron. What do you eat most often?
I eat a lot of carrots. They're supposed to be good for... I see now that you are tired and...
Well, maybe I'll see myself.
That's offensive. I'm going to leave now.
Shoot, was it something I said? Well, at least I got a full belly. And now time for some shut-eye.
I feel like I'm too quiet during when they have therapy because I keep judging the clients quietly. I think I have a lot to say for this one though.
I suppose I was engaging in a bit of labeling myself. You are, of course, correct. After one lives for 1,000 years, history seems less a line than a fixed point. Speaking of which, I imagine you can guess what distortion an old one such as Medi might fixate upon.
It's...
Very good, Samuel. I heard tales of her island in my time, but what other distortions do you think Medi might exhibit?
Good to go, boss.
Then I will leave you to it. Good luck, my friend.
I don't think I chose well for Edmund, but...
Hello again, strange cowboy man.
It's good to see you again, Mitty. How's the past month been for you?
I went for a walk, just like you suggested. Didn't like it very much.
Okay, loser.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. What was so unpleasant about it?
It's very loud outside, and dirty, and smelly. Everywhere I walked, it smelled like mortal food, which is disgusting. They knew how good it felt to drink blood. Maybe they would not eat so much of this pizza food. There's so many cars, too. I don't like cars. They have hateful faces. They look so angry all the time. Stepped in a wee, killed 7 men, and got splashed by a bus. It's really quite awful.
You killed 7 men? How the heck did that happen?
Looking for...
Oh, that was inconvenient, you know. Normally I have my zealots do that kind of thing for me. They take care of the bodies. But I had to do all that silly work myself, and now they're always police sirens.
Why did that all happen?
Because they found the bodies everywhere, silly. I don't know what to do with my rubbish.
I meant why the killing? You didn't happen to make a few assumptions based on past experiences? Why kill a bunch of men?
Oh, well, they looked at me. I know what mortals who look at me are like. If I let them live, they'd probably...
Hold on a sec. You know what mortals who look at you are like. How do you know? Are you reading their minds?
I don't have to read their minds, sweetling. I have known manlings for a very long time.
I get what you're saying. But here in this room, at least, we gotta be honest with ourselves. Do you really know what they were thinking?
Silly mouseling. I do not need to know what a wolf is thinking to know what a wolf is.
Does that mean every wolf you see is gonna try to eat you?
We don't have wolves anymore. They're all gone now.
No.
So maybe you can see where that kind of thinking can be a problem. It was scared people who killed all them wolves, right? Now I know that thinking doesn't come from nowhere. Old as you are, I'm sure you've seen some real awful stuff.
That's right.
Well, let's lay off the mouse stuff a little.
I'm sorry. Don't wish for you to scurry away into a little hole. Do you want to hear why I feel the way I do?
I would appreciate it greatly, miss.
I don't like the little mouse stuff. It's very like, hey, I'm a mommy type it feels like I'm mommy type shit, and that she's... Well, I guess she's trying to assert some control over the situation, but it's like, let's not do it like this, please.
Let me tell you about men from my time, then. Let's start with me, Da. My father sold me and my mother to a chief of a rival clan for a golden necklace.
That is just horrifying.
Oh, don't fuss, sweetling. It was the most beautiful gold.
You're using humor, but I'm sure that must have been heartbreaking for you.
It was common at the time. I suppose I should have been glad to be the possession of an old chief.
Whose should is that, matey?
Why, everyone thought that. They were ever so surprised when I ran away.
I think most of us vampires had it rough as kids. Maybe most kids have it rough. I don't know. But the one thing I do know is that kids don't come with the same shoulds their parents have got. I think we're learning all them shoulds ended up being a load of horse shit anyway.
I knew girls who did as they were told. They would have been thrilled to have been the concubine of a powerful chief. But, oh, he was so old. Cormac O'Neill, the oldest man I had ever seen. I remember thinking, where is his face? Because I could not see it under all his disgusting wrinkles.
How old was the guy?
38.
That was pretty old in your time, huh? Wish I'd died at 38. Could have been a better looking corpse.
Sam, how old is Sam? Probably like 50, no? 50 plus.
Well, he left an awful looking corpse. His face was all...
I'm guessing you had something to do with that, huh?
Not me. My boyfriend, Abertach. He told me he'd set me free. He created a delightful poison. So one night I lay with him, and that means I did sex. And when he was pleased, But Abby never let me forget that
A fella who demands to be worshipped is always going to be a dangerous man.
dangerous men have always been drawn to me. Must be something about the way I am.
Now don't go blaming yourself for bad men being bad. I'm sure you'd rather be.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault, girl. It's not because of you. People just suck. And when they see kind people, they want to take advantage of that.
Well, that's what I thought, but it seems I am a temptress.
And don't call yourself names. You don't want to prove them nasty fellers right, do you?
You are so kind.
Look, you deserve to be yourself. If people are giving you the wrong kind of attention, that ain't your fault. It's theirs.
Same with Twitch streaming. Girl, get your shit together.
Heck, I think they should be in the chair you're sitting in right now.
Probably try to sniff it. Repellent little blood bags. No kink shaming, of course.
So what happened after you killed Cormac?
The Neil clan came after me and Abby. They found him, but Abby just laughed. That's how I found out he was undead already. Gave me the willies.
Oh, he was a vampire?
When they couldn't kill Abby, they decided to kill me instead.
That must have been terrifying.
I suppose. Mostly her.
I ain't too fond of it as a vampire neither.
Abby fed me his blood, though, and then I became like him. Well, almost dead. They still had. The Neil clan was ever so cross, though. They captured Abby and sealed him in a tomb with some forgotten spells. He's still there, as far as I know.
My favorite spell is heavy dirt.
What happened to you?
I didn't have a future with my tribe. I insulted both my clan and...
Well, let's focus on you, huh? You say you've been living alone ever since then?
Of course, my silly cowboy man. We aren't mortal.
By and large, most people ain't burning witches and selling their daughters. That sort of thing's frowned upon by mortals these days.
I'd swing.
There are laws out there to protect folks now. It ain't like in old times.
May I tell you a...
All right, tell me a story.
Once upon a time, there was a very pretty young lady.
I don't mean to interrupt your story so soon. Don't call yourself crazy. You've been around way longer than
I know I'm crazy, though. Everyone tells me so.
You know, crazy ain't supposed to be a nice word. So why are you...
You are an annoying little mouse sometimes.
It's a start.
May I continue? The pretty young lady Mary had moved in with her cousin, Mrs. Hultridge. But one day, Mary started acting naughty. Mrs. Hultridge liked Jesus Christ very much. She began to think something was wrong. Mrs. Hultridge said that Mary had begun to vomit up. Instead of being grateful for the free gifts Mary was vomiting up, Mrs. Hultridge said that she had been attacked now. Just so happened that all 8 of those witches, despite their magical prowess, the 8 witches were... So the Jesus Christ-liking people threw rotten... Then they kicked the witches out.
Well, that ain't a pleasant story.
Oh, it was very unpleasant. It hurts very much to have your eye... I was 1,500 summers old or so when that happened. The world hadn't changed much then. I don't think it's changed much now.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Maddie. You're right.
Oh, don't be sorry.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
After I had my eye taken away, I took Mrs.
That's a little morbid.
Morbid Mary? Oh, I like...
Yeah, I get it. But look, there's one thing that's different now. And that's... It's what we're doing right now. In all that time up till now, therapy ain't never existed. We only just started looking at ourselves in the way. Before recent times, we only looked at gods, government, and society. The self is a new frontier, and we're learning stuff we never considered before.
Don't like. Think. It's easy to read Maddie because she is like 1,000-something years old, but she's also like kind of permanently stuck as like a 20-something-year-old, like mentally. So it's like, oh god. And I'm like, girl, come on. You got 1,000 years and this is how you think? I mean, I got the times were tough, but like, you were here as the times change. Whoa. Like,
The frontier can be kind of scary, but being on that frontier means moving forward. Come with me.
Silly mouse.
I know you've been through a lot and you got damn good reasons for being careful. But there's a reason you came to me, right?
Yes, but was it because I wanted to go out?
Right. That's why we were talking about your going for walks and...
Or in your case?
Anyway, therapy usually ain't about just one thing. It's about lots of things. If the problem is your fans, we gotta imagine unlife without them, right?
Don't want to lose them all. Some of them are gentle. They're too weak to hurt anyone, which is why they don't.
Beneath her smile, Medi has a darker view of
You really think weak people would hurt others if they were stronger?
Little mouse, I've been alive.
They can, but they don't always. You ever seen the capybara animals?
Capybara, coconut doggy. Wait, that looked weird. I was drinking water.
They're dang massive rodents and could do some damage if they wanted to, I reckon.
Oh, yes! Oh, they're very...
Some folk are like that. They just want to sit around and have some...
Is that what you want?
What? No, I'm just saying. Don't assume everyone's out to hurt someone. Yeah, it happens. Of course it does. But that kind...
Don't know what I'll do if I don't have my followers. I can't live the way I used to before the machines took over. Oh, they expect so much of me. God, if I don't give them their content, they'll all leave. Their attention spans are like those of little bugs, but they're not as cute.
Medi has millions of followers, yet she expects the same of all of them. This...
Okay, I think we need to talk about moderation.
Oh, I already have moderate.
I don't know what that stuff means. I'm talking about moderation in your thinking. What if you gave your fans only what you felt comfortable giving?
It doesn't matter what I want, silly mouse. They just want me to overreact to video games.
Medi, you're thinking that mortals want only one type of content is forcing you to make only one type of content.
Never do anything you don't want to do, because it will lead to very unfun streams. People can see how uncomfortable you are fast, more than you think.
Your assumptions are keeping you from doing things you like, and you deserve to do things you actually enjoy.
Ooh, Edge.
You're very kind. I thought cowboys were supposed to be tough.
Who says I ain't? I just don't have nothing to prove no more. Here, why don't we try something new for next time, since going out didn't go so well last time. I want to challenge you to take a day off. Don't answer any messages, don't post no content. Just do something for you and you alone. Take a sick day.
Yeah.
But we never get sick.
They don't know that, do they? One day. That's all I'm asking for. You need to give yourself a little space.
Yeah, no, because the problem with her is not just that, you know, she's very scared of the outside world. It's very much so she has a very, like, toxic relationship with her chat. And, Sam isn't, like, clearly is not knowledgeable about, like, streaming and, like, the toxicities that come with it. So I'm like, buddy girl, your moderators suck ass. If she's seeing all these comments just being well, to be fair, it's probably her own warped sense of thinking as well, where she's like, oh, the people, like, comments where they're like, oh, I want everything now. Like, those comments are not serious. People are just saying that because, you know, they liked it. It's not like, not every person who says that is gonna be like, produce content now, or I pretend like I never liked any part of your content. Nah, man, people say that because they liked what you did, and they're willing to wait for more.
Very well.
I'd prefer it if you did it for you, but we'll work toward that, huh?
Oh, I wish I had a big...
A lactose intolerance is kind of a side effect of death, but I appreciate the same.
Yes.
Great. I'll see you then.
Bye.
You are doing well, my friend.
She's human. We all are, ain't we? The way I see it, we all got the same problems one way or another.
Your wisdom never fails to impress, Samuel. I believe it is time for you to follow your own advice to Miss Meddy, however. All work and no play makes for a dull vampire, as they say.
Yeah, you're probably right. I might hit the hay early and do a bit of reading.
If you must take out some aggression on hay, then please do so. I shall see you soon, my friend.
Good night, Andy.
Sorry, I yawned a little bit and it made me tear up.
Dang. I wonder how I'll feel about humanity when I'm 1800. Heck, I wonder whether there'll even be a planet.
We're hoping for the best.
I guess it's time to drown my existential woes in blood. Howdy there, Crimson.
You're sounding a little weary there, cowboy.
Oh yeah, that ain't it.
That's just my specialty.
It's this old client I got. She's been watching humanity hurting itself for 1800 years. Every time she expected better, she got hurt. She ain't wrong to mistrust mortals.
That's a tough one. What do you do with someone like that?
Well, I tried to guide her to look inward like I do with everyone. People are people, but so is she.
How do you think she took it?
She's too far gone down, like, oh, I'm only bad things and I can only be bad things, or like, yeah.
I think she appreciated the focus on her. I can't answer for all humanity, but maybe she can get answers from herself.
I think you could stand to listen to yourself, Ranchero. You could have been a mean old Dracula and nobody would expect anything different from you. Reckon there have always been people like you, no matter how bad it's been in history.
Dang, Crimson. I can see why Andy respects you so much. You done some living, sounds like.
Death at the door can put things into perspective. Changing the world isn't gonna happen, but we can at least change ourselves.
I don't think that's true. The country I left definitely ain't the country I was born.
The wheels turn a little slowly for us mortals, cowboy. Back in DC, I was trying to push policy to do something about our poverty. When I got my cancer diagnosis, that was my wake-up call to stop.
Working at a bar is more rewarding than being a member of the bar, huh?
Not bad, cowboy. It's got
That ain't it.
rose hips. Just a little something extra.
Guess old dogs like us can still learn new tricks. Thanks, Crimson. I think I'll hit the hay now.
You hit that hay, Desperado. I'll see you later.
Man, if only Crimson was single.
Got a lot on my mind tonight. I think I need some rest. Now, what should I do to relax? I always pick up a little extra perspective. Bingo. In the woods is perpetual youth. Within these plantations of God, a decorum and sanctity reign. A perennial festival is dressed, and the guest sees not how he should tire of them in 1,000 years. In the woods, we return to reason and faith. There I feel that nothing can befall me. No disgrace, no calamity, leaving me my eyes, which nature cannot repair. In the wilderness I find something more dear and connate than in streets or villages. In the tranquil lands, ain't that the truth? Future's always ahead, no matter how old we get.
Yeah.
That's enough for one night. Time to visit Dreamland. Maybe I'll see my princess there.
Princess! Princess is a horse.
Samuel, my dear, I do look forward to our chats. How are you feeling tonight?
I gotta confess, boss, I'm a little down. I love helping other vampires, but getting therapy myself sometimes ain't much fun.
I understand. Looking in the mirror is difficult for any human. Much more so when they don't.
You ain't kidding. It just seems like there's always work to do, you know? Like my walking in the woods for 90 years wasn't nearly enough time.
I dare say you are correct. I believe that we must never cease our walk.
Where do vampires?
Well, Samuel, when two vampires love each other very much,
Come on, boss, that's not what I'm asking. Where do we come from?
the answer to that is much older than recorded history, my friend. But we should start with some meditation and determine what thoughts are most important to you right now.
I wonder how many weeks that we have to do in the game. I never searched that up. Hold on. Let me look at Steam. Stream. Vampire. Therapist. Oh shit. Matthew Mercer is in this? How many weeks is it? Hold on, I gotta find out. I'm best. No one is telling me how long they gave me. How many weeks? No one's telling me how many weeks it is. Like, sir. Let me get. How many? How many weeks, you bastards? 9 hours? Okay. I think it might just be 3.
Close your eyes and envision your place of comfort.
I ain't good at being a therapist.
How are you feeling, my friend?
Pretty good. I gotta say, my head's been a mess.
Why is that, my friend?
Well, after last time, I think I was stewing a bit.
They preyed on the vulnerable as...
Yeah, I know. And honestly, I'm mad about that too.
This sounds like a proverbial can of worms.
Yeah, you could definitely say that. After we talked last time, I kept thinking, what could I have done differently? And the answer amounts to horse shit. All that law breaking I did, all that murdering and stealing and doing no good, that was my country failing me.
Let us slow down, Samuel. You are making a bit of a...
I mean, I guess I could have died. Suppose that would have been kinder.
I am not suggesting that you should have died. And I do not suggest that your country was without... You are using a cognitive distortion called blaming. When we engage in blaming, we ignore or wipe away our own faults, attributing them to someone or something else. Our faults are precious, Samuel.
I mean, I just wish things hadn't been the way they were.
Differently. I am sorry to interrupt, but Senora Deste might correct nothing. Perhaps it would help to put blaming into perspective. I turned into a bat the other day and flew right into a tree. Who put that tree there?
Blaming someone else, or the tree, for you being clumsy. I smacked into my fair share of trees back when I was a youngster, but that was definitely my fault.
Of course. There is no shame in being a novice flyer as I was unable to perform in bed with Crimson the other night. It must...
Dang, that is some blaming. Takes two to tango, boss. Maybe there's...
Do not worry, my friend. Crimson and I bring each other great satisfaction.
God damn it. If only Crimson was single.
Alright, I get it.
I said nothing lurid, Samuel. Why are you...
Singing great satisfaction. It's like hearing your parents talking about their sex lives. I mean, not that you're...
All right, Samuel, let us move on. The interface on this widely used new vampire dating app is so modern.
Come on now, boss. Not every app out there is designed too good, but we...
You are correct, Samuel. It was only hypo. By the way, thank you again for teaching me Control-V and Control-C the other night. Wonderful trick.
Oh, yeah. Way faster than going through the edit menu all the time.
You youngsters always find the latest. Did you see the football game the other night? My preferred team played with great...
Now, hold on, Andy. I think I saw the game you're talking about, and you're just blaming the ref for your team's mistakes. You got a great tight end, but one that plays a little dirty.
Excuse me?
I didn't mean it like...
It's quite all right. It is the fault of the cursed sun that we must live in darkness.
The sun can't help being the sun, so don't go blame... The way I see it, we got our place. That ain't nobody's fault.
Well done, Samuel. Perhaps the sun is even more brilliant in our memories, and seeing the real thing would spoil it.
Well, that's one way of thinking of... I think I get it. I ain't trying to erase what I did. I'm just bitter that I felt like I had no choice at all.
Wonder if they can look at the sun from, like, inside, like, telescopes?
And it all goes back to the United States taking my daddy away for their manifest destiny. I'm mad at him, too. Dying for his country. But making my poor ma marry a drunk who beat the daylights out of her and his kids?
That must have been devastating, Samuel. Countries are...
I mean, what the hell, Andy? My daddy's It's kind of funny when you think about it. He died fighting the British, so I'm telling you, Andy, the best thing about being dead is...
Desire for identity can create monsters worse than we. What happened after your father died?
Well, we didn't have nothing. The money was running out, so my ma got married to a hard man who drank even harder. He beat up my older brother, Jeb, for fun. And once Jeb started fighting back, dear old stepdad came for me. And that's when my brother killed him.
It sounds like a tragedy from my own country's mythology. I am sorry that such a thing happened.
No kidding. We went on the run together, but he was the one who kept us alive and fit. Once we stopped being cute, begging didn't work anymore. So we moved up to robbing and killing. Killed my first man at 12, and then it got a little too easy.
That is young. I cannot imagine how difficult that must have been, Samuel. My country asked me to kill at 20, and I still remember how devastating it felt.
Yeah, well, nobody told me to do it. When my brother and I rode into a town, you should have seen the way people looked at us. They knew we were trouble, and we were determined as hell to prove them right.
Aww.
A moment, Samuel. I believe this is an opportunity for some growth.
It's them distortions again, huh?
To err is human, as they say. Do not be discouraged. There is something in what you just said that you cannot be sure of. Can you tell me what it is?
I guess there ain't no way of knowing.
That's right, Samuel. There is one way. Thus is the cognitive distortion called.
I was a dirty little thieving murderer. I don't.
First, that's labeling. Second, one of those people might have been patient and gentle. One that had an experience like yours. You cannot know. With your mind reading, do you see how you made.
Yeah. You're right.
No one expects a child to be perfectly aware of themselves and the world. Here, let us. Jesus Christ would have disliked the idea of anal intercourse.
I know that's mind reading right there. Unless you asked Jesus Christ himself and he told you, there's no way you'd know how he feels about butt sex.
Many in my time have claimed to know the mind of Jesus Christ, and none of them have ever.
Even you didn't read him? God damn it, I know my house.
You were there when he was kicking around. You ever meet him?
No, that part of the world was never really vampire friendly. The chair you're sitting in is one of his, though. Magnificent, isn't it?
Jesus Christ made this chair?
I bought it cheaply before he became a big deal. He was certainly ahead of his time as a carpenter.
God damn!
Dang. Now I feel awkward sitting in this thing.
It's more than 2,000 years old, Samuel. It is still just a chair, and it's experienced millennia of past wind. Don't worry about it. Crimson is upset with me because I forgot to take out the garbage. I know, because she told me so.
You sure that's why Crimson's mad at you, boss? It seems a pretty
It is up to Crimson whether she is upset or not. That is the nice thing about good.
Dang, so it's not my...
Correct, Samuel. I sent my friend Vlad an internet message, and he left it on red. He must hate me.
That's some mind reading for sure. There's no way you know what Vlad's thinking. Maybe he wasn't ready to answer, or maybe he forgot.
Excellent, Samuel. That's correct. There are endless reasons why Vlad reading too much into an internet.
The Pony Express was a lot healthier, I think.
Mortals are in more of a rush than we are, I'm afraid.
That's true.
One of the patrons of my club was having dirty thoughts about me. I know because I read his mind with my vampiric powers. I told our bouncer Bert a funny joke the other day. He was quiet, but very amused. You did not find all the instances of mind reading. Jesus Christ would have disliked the...
I know that's mind reading right there.
Very good, Samuel.
You were there when he was...
No, that... The chair you...
Jesus...
I bought it.
Dang.
It's more... Crimson is upset with me because I forgot to take out the... I sent my friend... One of the patrons of my club was having dirt. I told you did not... Jesus... Crimson is upset with me. I sent my friend Vlad an internet message. One of the patrons of my club was having...
Wait just a sec. That...
Aha! That was a trick example. However, while it is not a distortion...
You didn't actually read his mind then?
No, but at my age, the signals are obvious.
Come on, boss.
I can't resist teasing the American. I told our bouncer, Bert, a funny...
How the heck would you know if Bert was amused by your jokes?
You are correct, Sam. I like to think he dreams of butterflies.
I don't think he's thinking of butterflies.
Then you are mind-reading, Sam.
Yeah, I get...
I believe you now on...
I suppose.
Exactly, Sam.
You don't know already. I thought we were famous Wild West outlaws. They called us the Handsome Boys, on account of the fact that we were young and good-looking. I think we made as close to a living as possible while keeping up a life like that for some 35 years. They stopped calling us the Handsome Boys eventually. Mostly they just called us those two sumbitches. Jeb and I married a pair of sisters, even talked about settling down in some kind of fashion. I guess we got greedy though. Well, met this fella in a saloon who'd heard of us. Went by Ernie. He said that's about $1 million in today's dollars, but that kind of money was unthinkable. We got the money all right, but my brother got shot in the head. I didn't know who did it. So in my rage, I killed every soul in that bank. When she heard the news, my sister-in-law was screaming so loud she scared the coyotes away. Not sure I wanted to. I had $15,000 and no interest in spending it. Just sat. I'm pretty sure I signed that devil's contract as soon as I
am sorry, Samuel. That is a true...
Yeah. He wasn't a good man, Andy. Yeah, I know.
I know you know, Samuel. A new one, but I think you can identify it on your own. What is the cognitive distortion you are displaying now?
Well, maybe my brother wasn't that...
Good and bad are both often inaccurate extremes, but it is a...
I was so sure I was right to join the Mystic Bastard.
Indeed, Samuel. This cognitive distortion, we become so convinced. One would expect immortals to... Let's try some examples. So you... I have the experience of ages. My authority cannot...
Okay.
Excuse me?
That's something I hear the kids say when old boys are acting like they're always right. The folks born after World War II are real good at destroying the world, but they assume age leads to...
You are always right about that. Well done. With my multi-generational economic expertise, I am confident that market conditions will result in mass layoffs in the next quarter. I know that turning another into a vampire inevitably results...
That sounds like you're always right. I know a lot of us vampires ain't too happy with our lot in life.
That is correct, Samuel. Of course.
It ain't usually a choice at all.
But we will endeavor to break that cycle, my friend. I know for a fact that vampires become misanthropic as they age.
And now hold on, you ain't always right. You thinking we're gonna turn into misanthropes is limiting you from making new vampires.
Very good, my dear Samuel. Caution is warranted when bringing a new soul into the dark, but I must consider perspectives other than my own.
I should ask them if they want to be a vampire first.
I have not had much good fortune with my children of darkness, but I am indeed not the only judge of character.
You got kids, Andy?
I had many dark children before I recognized. I only wish more of my brethren could learn what a responsibility. I know the internet is a passing fad. I have seen technology come and go, so I can.
I think you're doing a little always right.
Truly? I still use my fax machine.
Heck, I guess that just proves no one is always right about technology. I think I get it, boss. If I had found folks to listen to other than myself, maybe I wouldn't have joined up with Ernie's gang.
Perhaps, perhaps not. You had plenty of reasons for making the choices you.
Yeah, I'm a lucky fella all in all. I did some stuff with those vampires that I was pretty sure erased any human. Them transcendentalists I hold up with were ready to help me no matter how nasty I was. And
I've done a lot of thinking on my own, but I owe them everything. Is that so, Samuel? Can you point out your own distortion there? Samuel, you are discounting your own effort. I ask once more. What is the distortion you are? Samuel, you are I ask.
It's my old favorite.
That's right, Samuel. And why were the transcendentalists able to help you? We just went over it tonight.
I wasn't assuming they thought I was scum, which would have been mind reading.
Excellent, Samuel.
Oh, come on, Andy. I'm just a fella.
You have earned a reprieve from disqualifying the positive. I believe we have had a product.
You know, I feel okay. None of it lasts forever. That's the nice thing about having all the time in the world.
Trying to figure out if I can squeeze in another session. I probably can.
Now rest, my friend.
Yeah, I believe it's her.
You as well, Samuel. Rest in peace. Samuel, greetings. You look a bit pale. May I offer you something to drink?
Yeah, you got any drinker's blood?
I know you are joking.
Yeah, I know, you're right. I just don't know who.
You only met a single individual last time. Do not let Dr. Drain's avoidance of a.
You saw the guy, though. Lord.
And why do you think that is, Samuel?
Well, maybe it's easier for Dr. Drain to blame Lord Luridus.
Correct, Samuel. A mild change in personality would be within Dr. Drain's control. Luridus is not, and therefore, Dr. Drain relinquishes control. Prepare yourself, my friend. Let us find the darkness that lives within Dr. Drain.
All right, I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
I don't think I'll need all of these, but you know, it is what it is.
I shall not let Dr. Drain hurt.
I will, I promise. And here he comes, whoever he is today. Doc, somewhat taciturn today then. Well, don't be upset with me. I did warn you about that beast. At least now you recognize the urgency in being rid of him. Perhaps now we can stop beating about the bush and actually fix my addiction problem. I'm here to help, but if we're gonna lick this thing, we gotta do it honestly, and that means getting to the root of the problem. I tire of this self-examination process. There must be something efficacious that I can do. Perhaps some sort of aversion therapy. I am willing to do whatever it takes to make that villain just go away.
I mean, I think it's one of two things that's happening here, and it's that you can't accept a medium between the two of you. And the addiction is second to that.
Then you gotta be willing to address the big old elephant in the room. And what is that? You and Lord Luridus ain't two different people. You keep talking about him like he's someone else, but you both got the same brain in there. Complete and utter nonsense. You've met him. We share absolutely nothing in common. And what's more, I am fully aware that he hates me.
You hate him too.
Take a look at this note he left on my desk. That's supposed to be you there with the micropenis? Indeed. Juvenile humor, to be sure. Certainly nothing I would produce. Ain't he got the same penis, though? Quite so. I have no doubt he does the most terrible things with it. So somehow he's got a different brain than you do, but the same penis. Something ain't adding up here, Doc. I resent what you are suggesting. I have no effect on what Lord Luridus does. Ain't you giving Lord Luridus your permission to come in and do what he does when you take that plasma stuff? I didn't invite him in the first time. I had no idea what I had created. That his presence would become an addiction was not known to me.
That's some yaoi line, like hard yaoi line.
Dr. Drain, you're a scientist. Your stock and trade is in facts, ain't it? Let's leave thought out of this for now. You gotta be my scientist here and stick to what we know. Very well. Yes. Doc, we ain't here for my satisfaction. Do you really think that? Well, the fact that I am upset right now certainly lends credence to the idea that you are trying to shame me.
Am I?
I won't lie to you, Doc. The people that Lord Luridus has hurt probably would have a bone to pick with you. But I ain't here to punish nobody. Well, that ain't the way to help you. In this room, we're working together. You're and so you do me even greater shame through kindness. I cannot win. Perhaps I should simply let that beast, Lord... Come on now, Doc. You're jumping right to doom there. There are so many ways this therapy thing could go for you. It ain't we destroy Lord Luridus or Lord Luridus wins. Jumping right to catastrophe just ain't realistic. Already you're fighting him by being here. That means there's definitely something in the middle. And working together, we'll make things better. Maybe not completely better. This work ain't never done. Of course, I am forgetting myself. I'm not usually prone to extremes. I shall attempt to be more mindful.
I'm very proud of him. Head pets.
I ain't expecting you to be perfect, Doc. And I don't want you to expect perfection from yourself either. What I'm asking you for is self-compassion. That ain't erasing blame. It's just approaching yourself from a place of understanding. That's a scientific method, ain't it? I doubt many in the scientific community would agree with such a... We cannot address facts if we mask them in emotionality. That's exactly it, Doc. I couldn't have said it better myself. Indeed. Thus my attempt to synthesize the thought properly. Well, thank the dark powers that made us. Someone in here's the smart one. Very well. We shall take a strategic, scientifically sound approach. We will
Yes!
on facts, develop hypotheses,
Yes!
test and validate.
We're gonna do a science report on his brain.
If I rely on the science, I will never be wrong. Hold on a sec. Before we jump in, Doc, I gotta challenge you. The answers science gives you might not be the answers that are best for you. My mind is always open. I'm a scientist. I'm just gonna reflect that back to you and see if you think that's true. You're saying being a scientist means your mind is... Well, I suppose that sounds good to me, compadre. You may. Alright, so you told me that the thing that makes your plasma addicting is how good it makes you feel when you wake up from. From your scientific perspective, what makes it feel good? From a chemical perspective, good feelings, or positive emotions, are the result of neurotransmitter action. Considering the specific emotions felt in the immediate moment are contentment and satisfaction, it is a primal limbic response. I think you're gonna need to... I did not come here to teach, but so be it. Ask your questions. What's the limbic system do? The limbic system functions as the emotional center of the brain. So it's like the part of my brain deciding if I should be scared of a rattlesnake, or... Precisely. It plays a crucial role in forming memories and making decisions based on emotional experiences. Often called the lizard brain, it's evolutionarily what... I've been called lizard brain before, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't a compliment. What's this about neurotransmitters? Neurotransmitters are... For example, social bonding... So, if I'm reading you right, when I'm feeling all... Exactly. So, survive... Yes, though I would not publish such a statement in an act. So what's all this stuff really mean in the end, Doc? An intriguing question. Naturally. However, these emotions signal to the reptilian brain whether or not we are... Oh, well, dang, now I think we're getting somewhere. I think the... Oh? And what is it that your rooting, tooting brain can synthesize that mine cannot? You don't feel safe on your own. Taking that plasma forces you to get that neurotransmitter hit. An intriguing theory. However, evidence stands against it. Like it or not, I should not be experiencing feelings. There's them should statements again, Doc. It doesn't matter what logic says. You still got that part of your brain that says it's in danger. And that's an astute point, and an inconvenient one. That we should be can't avoid the fact that we still got them human concerns. At least we don't gotta poop, huh? Oh dear. And you are doing so well. It's true, though. We're still animals, partner. We gotta satisfy the animal. But we are immortal. Why do we have animal needs, fears, and emotions? What possible use do they have? It is such a disappointing notion, however, to think that we cannot transcend our reptilian brain, even when we are beyond death. Oh, we're dealing in facts, though, and I think what we're coming to is that your reptilian brain doesn't feel safe, which is absolutely ridiculous. But I must admit that it is somehow true.
You're also repressed. I think the main answer is that he is repressed.
What a devastating revelation. Dr. Drain, for all his scientific achievement, is just an emotional little laboratory rat who Man, you just jump right to that extreme. You're probably the smartest fella I ever met, Doc. You ain't a science god, but who is? I think there's a lot of room between being a lab rat and being the perfect logical being.
We ain't machines.
You are, of course, correct. I'm letting... Doc, I want to go back to one of them things I was telling you about in our first session. Let's say you had some vampire apprentice, a scientist like you, who didn't know nothing like what you know. What would you say to them? Well, I would explain that progress is not linear. The scientific method, in fact, celebrates failure. That which does not conform to theory still informs theory. Any chance you could put the scientist away and talk to their human side? Well, I suppose I would say that it is fine. So how can we get you to say then? My situation is not the same. I was trained in the age of discovery. I bear the responsibility for that age. But if this project of mine, to create the blood that will sustain... Well, let me ask you. What's the purpose of a gopher? Rodentia, geometry. Rodents endemic to North America. Known for that, I believe they are the prey of owls, snakes, and coyotes, and are omnivorous themselves. I wasn't expecting you to be so... I have come to learn nearly everything there is to know about mammalian bio... I think I forgot what it was now. That is not encouraging. Hold on a sec, I think I've got it.
Gophers have a purpose.
Gophers have a purpose. Driving people crazy, that's what. Absolutely ridiculous. That is not their purpose. I didn't know bugs could do that. Anthropocentrists, not off. I am saying that you have created a purpose for the gopher that the gopher is entirely unaware of. So, who made your purpose, Dr. Drain? What? Well, I did, I suppose. So if you made it, you can change it, right? But how could I change my purpose? I have always been a scientist. So that's what I am.
Dr. Drain appears to see himself only as a...
But...
Dr. Drain...
But... Science is just what you do, compadre. That's one of them anthropocentric philosophies you mentioned. You're overgeneralizing about yourself. Dr. Drain's in there, and he's more than the things he knows or is. That's the problem. I'm not sure that he is. All right, well, let's take that scientific approach and try to figure out who the man behind the scientist is. Very well. If we look at the behavior of our subject, myself, we can infer a few things. If we examine my behavior, one can draw comparison to a threatened higher-thinking mammal. I spend much time in ensuring personal safety and security. What about your more peaceful moments? What do they look like? I believe these feelings are only medically induced through my special plasma. However, Dr. Drain appears to be at rest when he is full and satisfied. And your synthetic blood doesn't do that for you. I am forced to admit that at present, it does not. Dr. Drain, what do you think of drinking something a little more fresh and human? I will not. I do not have to. That depraved vampire, Lord Luridus, is the source of all that is base and vulgar about my person.
Once again, Dr. Drain absolves himself of Lord Luridus.
I will not. I do not have to.
Once again, Dr. Drain.
I will... Hold your horses there, partner.
The horse bit is so funny.
It's just like calling yourself depraved. But I do not do the depraved. But you're starting from a position of disgust for the Lord Luridus part of you. How are you going to reconcile what he is when you're labeling him? But I don't wish to Well, what if you indulge Lord Luridus once in a while? Maybe you could keep him from coming out. Do you not understand what I will finally be able to transcend this thing that I am? I shall be a parasite no more. Come on, Dr. Drain, what you are ain't a parasite. Look what you've done with your time here. Oh, forgive me for wanting to... Well, heck, maybe you wouldn't be so keen to transcend if you didn't call yourself the... We all gotta consume to live, Bronco. Ain't no such thing as a perpetual... I believe you are trying to invoke the first law of Refresh my memory. Energy cannot be destroyed or... Oh, yeah, that... Well, it is a salient point, I must admit. Dr. Drain, we really got to talk about some kind of... Back home, we tried the whole abstinence thing a few times, and it didn't go too well. We tried to stop drinking, and that just made people only do bad drinking. We tried telling teenagers sex was evil, and that just made them want to do more while being ashamed of themselves. What if you just tried to do some of them things Lord Luridus does? Just don't do them the way he does.
Sorry, I choked on air.
I find the idea utterly ridiculous. Yeah, but then you don't take that plasma, and Lord Luridus makes the decisions. We don't want that, right? Fine. But I warn you, Sam, the price of failure is most dear. If I should lose my humanity, all of humanity will lose.
The entire world.
You really can't be putting the weight of the world on. Now I know you're a capable fellow. You think so? I can't imagine. I know it all seems real heavy right now. Just show yourself a little compassion and patience. Beating yourself up. We need to go back to this thing I brought up before. You're a smart. We've all felt like the world was ending, or that. Yes, I'm aware. However, you forget my training in history. I have had 4 centuries to unlock the secret. I have a duty to humanity and to my own legacy. A duty I should not fail in. Otherwise, what was it all for?
Dr. Drain is so certain of what he must do, and he does not consider any of...
I have a duty to humanity.
Dr. Drain is so certain of what he must do.
I have a Hold your horses there, amigo. You said you've got It ain't just anthropocentric. It's Dr. Drain-centric.
Nobody said you had to do anything.
Remember when we first started talking, I told you about them should statements? That's what you're
doing, Padre. Just remember that it's yours.
Yes. Hey, come on, Doc. You should be proud of yourself. You know what the difference is between you and vampires who never improve themselves?
He's smarter than they are.
Smarter than they are. If anyone can lick this addiction problem, I was smarter than other vampires. I have a great many problems, but intellect is not one of them. Yeah, I guess you're right. What I meant to say was... You're here. You've made a commitment. Already you're making some big changes. So let's cut Dr. Drain a break. How about it, amigo? He doesn't... There's only one thing he should do, and that's have a look. Yes, I get. And I will arrange to drink some real blood. Good man. We'll talk about how it's gone next month, all right? Indeed. Until then, Sam, and thank you for your patience. I ain't got nothing but time, amigo. You can thank me by being patient with yourself. All the same, you have my thanks. I shall see you in a few weeks then. Farewell.
Well done indeed, Samuel. I think we are starting to see a new version of the good doctor in the making.
I hope you're right, boss. That fella's awful hard on himself.
That is normal, my friend. Being a vampire...
Yeah, fair enough.
And now you pass on this gift of compassion to Dr. Drain. Now, Samuel, the evening is still young.
That sounds good.
Rest in peace, my friend.
Yippee! We go down to the bar.
I always come out of the dock sessions. I'll check in with Crimson. She's always got some bartend. Howdy, Crimson. Looks like...
They're always a nice crowd, Cal.
I'll try not to be an asshole.
I'm not worried about you, Cal.
Yeah, with the doctor fella. He's having a hard time coming to terms with...
I can understand that. I've stopped 8. How do you think it went with him?
I think we're finally getting somewhere, actually. It's funny. A lot of vampires, but just like we can't opt out of being human, we can't opt out...
Must have been a hard talk, cowboy. Don't get me wrong. I like not being...
Is this a good time to ask why you don't just join the dark?
I'm just not sure what I...
Yeah, I think a lot of us vampires can't answer that question either. I don't think there's one answer anyway.
There you go. So I guess I'll keep putting off the question.
But nobody's rushing you, Crimson.
You think I'd let anyone? But thanks for... There's a new fella in the king...
I guess I'll go be social then. Thanks,
Ooh,
Crimson.
new guy.
Wait a sec, that ain't...
Greetings, my child.
What?
Keep your distance, amigo. I know our kind ain't had good history, but I ain't in the mood for an exorcism or nothing.
My child of the dark. If I were to exorcise you, nothing would be left when I was done. Only the good Lord is free of sin.
Holy smokes, what Bible have you been reading?
I know my scripture, my son. However, I am by scripture and dark metal ordained, not by any church of man.
So, you're some kind of freelance priest?
Yes, I suppose I am.
Oh, this is Matthew Mercer.
The way I can give succor to those who need it most.
So I gotta ask.
I follow in the path of the Lord. I share my body, and I share my blood.
Ain't this a little blast?
To whom, my child? God is in everything. I merely wish to give comfort to those who live in Come, my son.
Well, all right. Maybe if you stop calling it that.
Thou shalt not want, my son. Are you?
Yeah.
I know those of my faith have hunted your kind. I seek only the Lord in every...
You ain't wrong, I suppose. Hey,
I am Kieran. It means...
Well, Kieran, I'm Sam, and I appreciate the blood, but I'm gonna
go with God.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
I wonder how many vampire therapists have a drinking problem. Girl, their clients have such rooted the issues of the clients that they have are so deep down that if they didn't have a drinking problem before, I have no doubt that they would develop one after. Of course, with some moderation, but you know. Okay, I think we're gonna stop here for today. We gotta go to bed. I also gotta figure out how long this game is. I think someone played it. I found like a what is it, playthrough on YouTube, and it was like 9 hours long. So I think we're gonna have maybe 1 or 2 more weeks for the main story, and then maybe probably about the same amount of time for the side stories. So yeah, we got a few more weeks of vampire therapy. Was it a speedrun? Don't know. Maybe it was just like 1/2 of the game too. We don't know. Honestly, I thought I have a feeling it might end in like next week or next month for them, but I don't know. I think there's a chance that it's maybe like a week or 2 longer, but I think it'll only be like 4 weeks for each character. But I don't know. We'll see. It might have been a speedrun, to be honest, but you know, who knows? Not me. Okay, let's find someone to raid. Get the music started. Wait, what did you say? Don't forget to eat and drink? I'll think about it. Let's raid Bye-bye.